We actually don't have a third speaker, so we're giving you 5 minutes to go somewhere else. I'd like to welcome Dr. Shanir Rahman, who's also with DPIRD. He's going to be talking about his work with strategic deep tillage and crop rotation for improving productivity of non-sodic heavy soils in the low rainfall regions of WA. He's a research scientist with more than 10 years ag research experience, including a PhD in soil science from the Uni of Melbourne. Before joining DPIRD, he worked as a research associate and assistant professor at the Bangladesh Agricultural University. His previous research focused on organic waste recycling and increasing the availability of phosphorus in acid soil for plant acquisition. Currently, he's working on the Soils Re-engineering Research Project for removing multiple soil constraints to increase crop yield and water use efficiency. Thank you.
Thanks for the introduction. I feel like it's too long. So today I'll be talking about strategic deep tillage and crop rotation and how they can improve the productivity of the non-sodic soil in the low rainfall regions of Western Australia. So I would like to start with a bit of background. Why non-sodic heavy soil? Because the topsoils of this soil are fertile and well structured, but the subsoils are dense clay with poor structure, often alkaline and calcareous, which prevents root exploration for water and nutrients and restrict the grain yield potential. So what we aim to look, it works this way, right? Yeah. So, yes. So we aim to investigate whether loosening of this dense layer through a strategic deep reaping followed by growing crops with vigorous root system can improve exploration of roots in the subsurface soil and crop yield in subsequent years. And to do that, we established a trial near Bencabin in the year of 2020 when we did a deep reaping, followed by we had a summer crop for early root establishment, and we had different crops with vigorous or diverse root system, including a fallow. And we wanted to look at the effect of deep reaping and different crop rotations on the yield of barley in the 2020 and 2023. So what happened to the soil strength when we had the deep reaping? So immediately after deep reaping, there was a significant difference in reducing soil resistance with para-ploughing in the top 20 centimeter and 30 to 40 centimeter. And in the next year, the difference in the subsoil layers was vanished, and there was only the short-term improvement. So the next question is, what about the effect on yield of the deep reaping and the summer crops? So in any of those years, we didn't have any impact of deep reaping and summer crops on the yield of barley. 2023 was very dry season. That's need to be taken into consideration. And how about the crop rotations? So crop species, especially after canola and chickpea and fallow, we had significantly yield increase compared to veg and oat and continuous barley. So the take-home message are deep reaping had no significant impact. Summer crop can be utilized as an opportunity crop because it has no negative impact, and the barley yield significantly increased following a fallow or a break crop compared to continuous barley. So I would like to acknowledge the funding of bodies and the team members which I worked with, and especially Gauss and Jenny. They initially established this trial at Bencabin in 2020, and that's all. Thank you very much. Wow.
Thank you. We've got time for a couple of questions from the room about the work.
Yes.
The response to Jeff Fosbury, the response to the chickpeas and vetch, was it? Yes.
Yes.
Is that a nutritional thing due to the legume effect, or disease? Have you looked at anything else?
Yes. So it's mostly nutritional. So the effect, so we didn't have any effect of the tillage because there was short-term improvement, but there was an significantly increased nutrient availability of nitrogen following canola, and a significant increase in phosphorus following chickpea. That's what we found, and there was less weed and disease infestation, which is a common phenomenon after break crop. Yes. So yeah, it was it's only 3 minutes I was allowed, so I just cut it down.
We can have 5 minutes if you want to head to the next session, or we can
Yes.
any of the speakers.
How does your work compare with Roger Armstrong's work in Victoria, which also seemed to suggest that there wasn't much response
The calcareous?
deep ripping on these heavy
Yes,
soils?
So I'm working with the soils re-engineering team. So we have deep treatments in the sandy soils and heavy soils. So what happened, like the recompaction, what happened in this case? So I think the recompaction is happening in the heavy soil compared to the sandy soils, and that's why we are not seeing much difference in the yield, of the effect of deep ripping in those heavy soils compared to the sandy soils.
Any other questions before you be let go 5 minutes early or into the next session? Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's thank all our speakers for keeping